Hi everyone, very good evening guys. I hope I'm audible and visible to all of you. I would need a quick confirmation in the live chat box, and it's a short session which I'm sure all of you are kind of aware of, but to give you more orientation about the same, I'm meeting you live today, and I guess everything's okay, so we can start without any delay. So this is the rapid revision edge orientation. What is it? Many of you, since I met you a week ago, I gave you a strategy for FMG students. Also the NEET PG and INI-CET students were looking out for a timetable and something which can be like holding your hand and taking you through this entire journey. So we took a week's time, we designed this entire thing, and then now we are prepared to share this with you, and it will take 15 to 20 minutes for me to explain everything that we have planned out here for you. So this is a session where we have separate plans for FMG students, separate plan for NEET PG students. So it's for everyone and you just need to hear me out, right? Okay, so yeah, regarding YouTube sessions, I'll take up all your queries. Give me 15 minutes and let me just wrap this up, and any other queries that you have after that, we will address those also, right? So what are we talking about over here? That's the rapid revision elite plan, and here you have, I'm going to tell you what is the objective, what is the timetable, how have we divided videos, Q bank, mock tests, incremental tests, grand test. I mean, each and everything that you guys had written to us in this duration, we've taken that into account, and we are going to give you the best possible timetable, right? And you have to give me 5 minutes to scan through this. So first and foremost, what is rapid revision edge that we are talking about? This is a structured plan. Since many of you were wanting that every day someone should give me 6 to 7 hours of videos with 100 to 150 questions to practice, and if someone makes that timetable for me, I make it very simple for me to follow it, right? So we've made that entire structured plan. As I've told you, this plan has everything. Last week I myself felt that when I gave you a timetable, students were writing, ma'am, where should I fit in GTs into it? Where should I fit in mock tests into it? How should I do questions with these videos? So then there were a lot of gaps, and exactly what we've tried to fill in out here. So the next question will obviously be, what exactly is this rapid revision edge? And this includes number one, video lectures. We will give you a daily target of 100, howsoever many questions we feel for that subject are essential. Every day we will be giving you those that you have to solve. We will be giving you mixed bag tests, mock tests, grand tests, the most important which everyone looks out for, that is PYQs. And of course, in between you have 4 to 5 revision days also. You call them revision days, you call them buffer days, totally your wish. So this is the outline, whether for NEET and whether for FMG students. This is all that it is going to include. So now going forward, if I show you the timelines, I'll start with the NEET PG students. What is the duration of this batch? Guys, this is going to start from 22nd September. It is starting on 22nd September for NEET students also. It is starting on 22nd September for FMG students also. But jo ending wala date hai, that is different because exams are different timelines, right? So for FMG students, it is going to be 22nd September to 24th November. That means how many days are we total targeting? We have a total of 71 days. Whereas for NEET PG students, it is 22nd September to 21st December, which is much in advance, because now as per the new notification, your exam is expected to be in the month of March. So this is almost a plan of 91 days, which again gives you ample of time for multiple revisions later on also. So this is the plan. And how many days of these are we going to divide? So have a look at this, guys. For NEET PG students, for study days, you have 50. You have 7 days for incremental tests, 4 days for mock tests, 6 days, which I call as the most important PYQ days, 1 GT. Break days doesn't mean you chill, relax. Break days are going to be buffer days and revision days. And we have separate revision days 5. This is for NEET PG, whereas for FMG students, we have a similar plan, but thoda chota kar diya, because you guys have an exam coming up. So you need to quicken up process. You can't study for 10 hours a day. You have to study for even more, 12 to 14 hours a day. So for you guys, the subject study plan is 50, but we've kept lesser number of days when it comes to tests. 5 days for incremental, 2 days for mock, 1 for GT. We've kept your most important PYQ days also. And one thing, after this FMG exam, many students believe a PYQs का कोई role नहीं है, which is a totally wrong concept. previous year questions are definitely going to come, बस वो थोड़ा सा alter होगा. That's going to come in the form of previous year topics, but it's certainly there to stay, so don't ignore your PYQs. Break days are there, revision days are there. So again, repeating, for NEET PG, it is going to be 91 days. For FMG students, it's going to be 71 days. And just someone said that the screen looks blurred. You just need to change your settings, and I think it will be settled. Everything seems sorted where the AV is concerned. Okay, chalo, I'll give you a little bit of an idea of how I'm not going to sit and tell you the entire timetable of 71 days or 91 days, because abhi when you'll open your app, you will be able to see that and you'll be able to do everything on your own. I'm just giving you a vague idea कि अच्छा, this is how we've planned, because many of you must be thinking, what is the sequence of the subjects, how is it exactly structured, and how well structured is it, or is it all fuzzy and blurry? No, it is very crystal clear, exact date wise timetable banaya hai, so you don't have to sit and make any more timetables, and you don't have to waste any more pages in your notebooks making more timetables. We are settled. For example, if we are starting with physiology, we will tell you, acha, rapid revision mein how many number of hours are there, how many number of days. See, 12 hours rapid revision mein hai, so 6 hours per day video to you can watch, right? And that means you're anyway watching at 1.25 or 1.5x speed, so that makes it a little faster. We will tell you the number of questions that you have to do, and we will tell you what is the date at which you have to do this. This is something which is very very settled for you when it comes to this plan, because कोई भी date आगे पीछे नहीं करना. We have made this plan keeping in mind which subject is overlapping, which subject needs to be settled first, which needs to be taken up a little later. Similarly, for pharmacology, we have given certain number of days. If the hours are less, the MCQs are more. So we've tried to balance it out, because we know that, you can be, this is not unrealistic that you are wanting, we are wanting you to study for 20 hours a day. No, we've kept in mind that you're giving a sitting of 10 hours a day. How much can you complete in that duration? So we've tried to work it out, and we've given regular breaks. Now, break, of course, means that there will always be something you would want to study extra. Maybe you feel that, I did not cover too well in 9 hours of pharmac and MCQs अच्छे से नहीं अभी solve हो रहे. So maybe I want to read my old notes, the previous notes that I had made. So of course you can do that. See, your break days are to cover up your backlog, and this is not something which is just to let go. This is to actually utilize. So this is how you are going to, and for students who want to make their own timetable, I'm going to come to that also. This is just to give you a view that this is how we've planned. You've got 1 day for anesthesia. We've given you incremental test. Now, most of the timetables don't have this feature where we give you do anatomy in 3 days, physiology in 2 days, but we skip out on break days, incremental test days, mock test days, GT days. वो बीच में खुद से add करना पड़ता है, and that messes up your timetable completely. We don't want that, so we've added that. Incremental test के लिए we've kept 1 day, which means you give a 3-hour or a 4-hour paper depending on the exam pattern that you're appearing for, and then you analyze that test. You go through the solutions. You spend an entire day in going through every solution that you have attempted in that paper. Guys, similarly, you have पैथोलॉजी थोड़ा रैपिड रिविजन में स्नैपशॉट मिला के. रैपिड रिविजन इज 19 hours. So we didn't want you to cover it in 2 days. We've given you good number of days, because MCQs also you have to solve more, and this is exactly how we have planned the entire timetable. And for students who are worrying कि मैम NEET and FMG का क्या है, repeating once again, NEET PG timetable is different because that is for 91 days. FMG timetable is different because that is for 71 days. तो दोनों बिल्कुल अलग अलग चलेंगे. You don't have to worry that if we are following the same pattern. We have kept in mind timelines depending on your exam, right? अच्छा, this is I can see a lot of questions, but I'm not answering them. Why? Because abhi all your questions are coming up your way, so I can scan through your entire timetable. This goes on for all the short subjects. Medicine also we have kept, which is one bulky thing which many students are unable to finish off well in time. That is also settled. You've got regular incremental test, break days, then comes anatomy, then another incremental test. Anatomy ho gaya, then after anatomy we've kept surgery. So this is a pattern that we have followed. You don't have to worry about which sequence to follow. we have settled that for you. Finally, another break day, mock test, then chota subjects which break ke liye, radiology, forensic medicine, and after chota subjects you give a test and you are back to the giant, which is OBGY. So there's an alternate small, long, short, long subject which is going on over there. So this is something we've settled for you, and this is, why is it going all the way up till December? Because this is just a sample timetable that I have shown you for NEET PG students. For FMG students, it will finish off on 24th of November. So whenever you open the app, you obviously have selected whether you're preparing for NEET or you're preparing for FMG. तो उसके हिसाब से, as per that, your timetable will pop up in front of you, and you just don't have to do anything. You have to just follow it like blindly. Someone has made a timetable for you और बोला है कि जितना आज का target है, that is all that you have to study, and tomorrow I will take care of the rest of it. So just finish what I've told you to do today. That's why I call this, I've always called it as your companion, as your study partner. So many study partners you keep searching on Telegram and other places and DM, you keep sending DMs to people to be your study partner. This time a study partner has finally walked up to you and is asking you to be their study partner. So this, consider it as your study partner who's very nice, who's made notes for you, videos for you, timetable for you, बस अब उसे follow करना है. That is one thing. Okay, so I hope the timeline is clear. And someone says, for FMG, can we adopt the NEET PG? Why do you want to do that? FMG exam is in December. So NEET PG timetable is only going on till 24th or 21st of December. So why do you want to overlap these two? If you're targeting the December exam, then follow the FMG timetable. If you're targeting the March exam, follow the NEET PG timetable. क्यों अपना लाइफ और कॉम्प्लिकेट करना है, राइट? वी डोंट वांट टू डू दैट. ओके, मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, आई होप एवरीवन इज ओके विद दिस. टाइमलाइन समझ आ गया फॉर नीट पीजी एज वेल एज फॉर एफएमजी. सो नाउ व्हेन यू ओपन द ऐप, यू विल बी एबल टू सी ऑल दीज टाइम टेबल्स एंड एवरीथिंग इन place for you and the full timetable. Many students have written number of questions, kahan se hai, videos kahan se hai. Yes, Dr. Sabrina, I'm coming to that. So firstly, you would ask me that why is this sequence being followed? Because we have made sure that whatever subjects have overlapping topic, matlab you can't do surgery without knowing anatomy. So we have made sure that first anatomy is finished, then you come to surgery. Surgery pad liya, matlab you've done a lot of radiology. So right after that, you cover it up with radiology. So you know the sequence is not random. It has been decided keeping in mind that you have to follow a pattern. So the sequence you have to follow, that is something very, very important. Next, many students are asking me, are there going to be live sessions? No, guys, we believe that you already have abundance of video lectures to cover. You have main videos, rapid revision videos, YouTube sessions that we are going to conduct over the next 2 months. So then if we add on more sessions to you, then obviously there's a confusion that will arise that ab finally padna kya hai. So first thing is, we are not going to have any live sessions. This daily targets that I'm talking about, wo kahan se honge? Dr. Sabreen and others who are asking me, these daily targets are going to be from the rapid revision videos. That is number one. And where are the MCQs going to be? They are going to be from the rapid revision Q bank. So we've decided, say 100 questions, 200 questions. They are from the rapid revision Q bank. I hope this aspect is clear up till now. Okay, another thing, what is the daily target? How many hours of video lectures and strain to my eyes will I have to put in? So guys, this is approximately 7 to 8 hours video and QBank milake. Means we've tried our best that daily video lecture ka exposure 6 hours hoga. This is to the best of our ability. We have tried that 6 hours se zyada video lectures you do not have to study, because you also have to do MCQs, you also have to do their explanations. So there's a lot to study. So you can't just keep watching videos all day long. And of course, you are going to watch them at a 1.5x speed, I'm assuming, because most of us are habitual of doing that. So kind of that shortens the process also. Okay, next, how do you access it? Do you have to pay anything extra for it? Very commonly, most important question jo mujhe pucha gaya tha. So if you are an existing subscriber, then this is like a complementary thing that you get along with it. This is not to follow the daily targets. You don't have to subscribe additionally, but you have to be a PrepLadder subscriber. And along with that, this companion, this edge buddy comes side by side with you. So you don't have to pay anything extra. If you are enrolled in this plan, then you can start following it right away from 22nd of September. Okay, next coming. To the point, another very common question. Students were asking that, ma'am, if I start following this, and how many of you, you can just let me know in the comments also, because this question I was getting a lot of times, that, ma'am, I am already following a particular timetable. You had given us a timetable earlier, or some other faculty had told us a timetable, and I have made my own schedule. I am on track. I am following it. मुझे पूरा ये वाला schedule नहीं follow करना. I will come on and off in this schedule, but I have my own set of things that I have to follow. So can I switch back and forth? Will I get that option of switching between my plan and this edge plan that is going on? Yes. A big answer to that is a big yes. You can definitely switch. We are not going to tie you anywhere. At whichever point you feel that this timetable you want to follow, please, you are most welcome, follow it with us. You feel that अच्छा anatomy अभी चल रहा है, but I just did anatomy 4 days ago, मुझे आता है, I already know it, I can use these 3 days somewhere else. You can switch back to your plan, your schedule, and you can do whatever you had planned for yourself. So this is going to be very flexible. We are not going to put you into this loop and not let you escape. Nothing like that. This is just, as I said, it's a companion. It is not something which is there to be on your head and not let you do anything else. It is a support system. It is a mechanism, and especially, and I was one of those students jinko timetable banana he used to be the biggest challenge of their life. Now today I make a lot of timetable for others, but honestly when I used to study, guys, making timetables used to take almost 2 to 3 hours of my day every morning. Every day I used to make a new timetable. Every day I had problems in following my timetable. Every day I had a different backlog and a different set of depression in my life because timetable kabhi follow nahi hota tha. And that is exactly where I felt that if someone or a friend of mine used to tell me कि ठीक है आज इतना पढ़ेंगे, that used to get finished very quickly. So now this is a kind of a digital companion, a digital friend, because now we are in the digital era. So this is a digital friend that we have, and I believe that okay, it's told you this is what you have to study today, this is your aim for today, and I'll give you a new aim tomorrow, but you just finished this much today and khatam ho gaya, then treat yourself. Please don't become overachievers. Agar by chance first day pathology ka 6 hours ho gaya khatam, questions also you have settled, don't try to overachieve because you have to survive for a very long duration. You don't want mental exhaustion. 1 hour agar extra mil raha hai, try to have some recreational activity. Go for a walk, watch a movie, go just talk to your family or friends by chance if you get. Although we know we never get extra time, but agar mil jata hai to try to utilize that to freshen up yourself, right? Because you know that the timetable is settled for all of us. ठीक है? चलो, any specific recommendations for this course? बहुत सिंपल चीज रखना है. You have to make sure that note making now with 2 months, especially FMG students. अब चलो NEET PG students तो have March का deadline, FMG students have only December का deadline. You cannot, please, I'm saying it very frankly, you cannot sit and make notes. This time if you start making notes, you are gone. When will you make those notes? When will you finish them? When will you revise them? वो totally downhill जाएगा. It's a big no, notes नहीं बनाना. You have to make use of, number one, the printed notes that we have given you, and of course in the app you also have slides. So if someone else, I always believe if someone else has done some effort ना, तो उसे use कर लो. कुछ बुरा नहीं है किसी और के hard work को use करना. To use someone else's hard work is not a bad thing. Someone else has done that hard work for you. So be smart. Be smart and use that, and you've got notes, उसे पढ़ो rather than making your own notes, right? ठीक है. Now next, how to watch the videos. As I've already told you how many hours we've tried our best. 6 to 7 hours on a day videos देखना है. कौन से speed पे देखना है? For most of the faculties, 1.2 to 1.5x I think should be sufficient for you. 2x sometimes can be a little fast, and then you guys start making a lot of Instagram memes also on it. So I think the most justifiable speed at which you guys can watch this is 1.5 or 1.2, depending on first time sun rahe ho ya you're listening to it for second or third time. And if you have gone through the video lectures earlier, again, be smart. This is for students who have never ever heard the video lectures. If you feel that, ma'am, I heard about pathology earlier from you, मैंने पहले सुना हुआ है, so I don't think I need to listen to you again and again, because now I kind of know that on this slide you're going to teach this. Then my advice is keep revising the notes. I mean, you don't have to purposely sit and forcefully listen to the videos जो पहले सुन चुके हो. Be smart in that way. थोड़ा सा customization to make your study a little easier, faster, more efficient, you will also have to do. ऐसा blindly कुछ भी follow नहीं करना होता. I always say for entrance exams there is nothing known as one plan will fit everyone. That is not possible. Every mind is different, everyone's journey, preparation, revision, everything is different. तो अपना जो प्लान है उसका आउटलाइन ये है, एंड उसमें थोड़ा सा कस्टमाइजेशन यू विल हैव टू डू ऑन योर ओन फॉर योर बेटरमेंट, राइट? Okay, next, of course, many of you are wanting to ask me tests. So how many tests? We have incremental tests, we have mock tests, we have grand test. Kafi hai, I don't think beyond this you need any more tests, because you are anyway doing MCQs on a daily basis, है ना? Every day you are doing MCQs. तो अब ये बीच में judgment tests है. This is like going to be what is going to have your eyes on you. But first thing, before I start explaining this, guys, testing or MCQs, many of you, what do you call them? We have also called it what? Test. Because ये test सुनते ही everyone says someone is there to judge me and someone is gonna give me marks and that will decide my future, but it does not. Like you say videos, do you ever put yourself under pressure when you're listening to videos? नहीं, videos तो you listen to videos in chill mode. That अच्छा, it's not my fault, मुझे नहीं आता, I am here for learning, right? Why don't you carry the same attitude when you're giving a test also? That test में मुझे नहीं आता, I am here for learning only. If I cross that score that I want to, well and good, and if I don't cross, then I'll get to learn something. So your incremental tests will have 100 questions, 1.5 hours. Mock test will have 200 questions for 3 hours, and your grand test will also have 200 questions for 3 hours. And you know how many, I've already told you, na, how many incremental days, GTs and mock tests for every NEET and FMGE aspirant we have. ठीक है, चलो. Meanwhile, many of us, India, Pakistan, अभी I won't take much of your time. जल्दी से सुन लो, then you guys can see. Okay, चलो. Coming back, importance of PYQs. Very, very important. I've already told you that number one, PYQs will not only help you in knowing the topics, but assessing how ready are you. Like for example, rapid revision suna, microbiology ka rapid revision suna, how many hours? 15 hours. After that you start solving PYQs. Are you able to solve 95% of the PYQs? This means because every faculty has recorded rapid revision keeping in mind कि देखो PYQs तो 100% cover करना है, images 100% cover करना है, then all potential questions. This is a pattern. Like I'm telling you my thought process. When I record videos, I know PYQs I have to cover, images I have to cover, potential questions I have to cover. Then only the 15 hours of microbiology is complete. So if you're able to solve this, मतलब rapid revision videos अच्छे से सुना, means your mind has gathered everything that was essential. Next, you need to, of course it will test your knowledge, but most importantly I feel it is going to help in time management. This is something, and abhi NEET PG students to have 1 year, one exam in a year. FMG students are just given an exam on 30th of July and know that time crunch is bar kitna hua tha, because the questions were lengthy, they were all integrated clinical questions, so it became very, very difficult. How to complete the paper was the first priority for many of the students. So in that case when you solve, you know 10 lines ka question hoga, par sari 10 lines nahi padhna. You don't have to read all of them. You won't even, no one reads it. Even the topper is scanning through. You have to train your eyes that I should be able to pick up main words. वो जितना practice करोगे उतना आएगा. No one can teach you that. I cannot tell you that, okay, how to pick up the 10 buzzwords. Your eyes will automatically get trained to do that. And training comes only with practice. So that means this is the time to practice. And PYQs are the best way. Grand tests, mock tests are the best way to gather as much of time management as possible. And lastly, guys, of course, I've been saying this again and again. PYQ repeat kabhi bhi nahi hoga. A big cross on that. But previous year topic will definitely be repeated. Many students came back to me saying, ma'am, the pattern is changing, PYQs are not coming. And I'm like, I never told you PYQs will come. Did I ever tell you that one line answer aayega? Nahi aayega. I always told you that, I never told you that, okay, non-caseating granuloma is seen in sarcoidosis. Ye tha, 5-7 years ago, this was the pattern. Now they'll give you an entire clinical case of sarcoidosis. But the point is that sarcoidosis remains constant through the years. It is a question that will definitely come. So for students going in for INI-CET, sarcoidosis to pakka hi aayega in some form or the other. So that is the point. You don't start mugging up. Ratta nahi chalega, rote learning is not gonna work now. You have to focus on the previous year topics. Finally, many students have also asked about recent advances, especially students appearing for INI-CET. I just got that question from someone, Dr. Arindam just asked, ma'am, INI-CET ke liye kya hai? Nothing for us, you're talking. So you guys can of course follow the same rapid revision videos and the notes and the Q bank. Nothing changes for you guys. What extra you need is ke updates kya hai? What are the recent things? Because you know, AIMS, PGI, INI, people, they like to ask recent going things like CRISPR-Cas9, say for example in pathology or anything, genetic testing, gene sequencing. These are the kind of things they are very, very fond of. Hai? So now how do I gather them? This is also something that we've taken care of. The feature goes live in the app from 14th of September, where we have made a separate section, all your developments, not only in pathology, in every subject, there'll be a separate section which is the updates part of the subject. Means before your INI-CET, you have to scan through those topics. Now you know that these are the latest ones and these are the potential questions, right? Okay, so that means that we are settled with it, and this is exactly how you guys are going to proceed with it. This is your timetable. Of course, now the house is open for as many number of questions that you have, out of which the first question I've received is, how are you so calm and composed? No, everyone has their own panic attack, panic button days. I also have mine. So don't worry, no one is superhuman, sabka hota hai. Everyone has a meltdown. You have a meltdown, I also have a meltdown. It's just that you guys openly write about your meltdown to us. We don't write about it to you, but we all are human beings and we go through the same thing. Okay, rapid revision, microbiology, Dr. Pandey, it has been uploaded. If by chance anything is showing as coming soon, it is just a technical glitch. Otherwise, all 15 hours of microbiology RR are already uploaded on the app. Yeah, YouTube sessions, for those who were asking earlier, guys, YouTube sessions will always happen. Where are we going? We have never left you. So whether it is for INI-CET, we'll go, let's go exam wise na. सबसे recent exam INI-CET आने वाला है. So in October we will have INI-CET marathon, which I will try my best that even FMG students can attend. But for FMG students, we will have a separate marathon in the month of November also. And then after that, we will have a marathon for NEET PG students because your exam is a little later. Don't worry about your marathons. YouTube marathons, I know you are very, very fond of because वो सबसे consolidated information होता है. What, like I myself can't really wonder how 75 hours of pathology I end up teaching in 3 hours in YouTube sessions. At the end of it, I also feel how was it possible, but I know you guys really look forward to those sessions. So they will always stay with all the updates and all. They will come as it is. Just have that confidence on us. Okay. Dr. Medico, you had asked us about what revision. I think you are targeting NEET PG, if I'm not mistaken. NEET PG ke liye you have a longer journey till March. So first finish off this 91 days and then of course we'll give you revision plan. For FMG students, you finish off your course till 24th of November and then you have your revision alongside. And why are you waiting for that time? So many break days in between. हर दो subject के बाद एक break day दिया है. Revise करो, revision साथ साथ चलेगा. Revision ऐसे कोई अलग से, no one's going to give you 1 month that okay now is your revision time. No, that's not coming up. Your break days are your revision days. That's how you utilize your schedule smartly. Okay, difference between mock test and incremental test. Incremental test is just something, Dr. Pulkit, which will be a shorter test and it will be based on, जैसे for example you have studied 2-3 subjects, तो उसका एक छोटा सा test you go on till just to assess yourself. Mock test is something which is going to have more number of questions, 200 questions, 3 hours, more number of subjects. So incremental test and mock test में difference है that incremental is a kind of a stepping stone. कि अच्छा 2-3 subjects करा, feel good factor. Let me assess myself on those questions, right? That is what is the difference. Right. So for those who are unable to, Dr. Nehal and 2-3 of more of you have written that abhi nahi dikh raha app mein. So just give it some time. There will be an update and you will soon start seeing this in the app. So it's not that it's not going to go anywhere. It's very soon be going to be present in the app. Dr. Reddy, the incremental test will be a part of this timetable only. Whenever the date comes and the test goes live, you will be notified. Nothing to worry about that. Dr. Mridul, in 91 days, see, if you feel that, ma'am, what have we given you? We have given you a timetable of, say, rapid revision, है ना? But you feel that nahi, mera pharmacology to since second year MB, if I would have been in your place, by now all of you know this much about me, that this is one subject that I am also, I don't like at all. So मुझे लगा that no, you know, reading rapid revision might not be the ideal thing. I need little more concepts, I need little more depth into the subject. तो break day को pull down कर लो. Instead of reading 2 days of pharmacology, you can do 3 days of pharmacology. थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे, little bit of customization and you're good to go. So Dr. Mridul, you can definitely go up and down because videos are there for you. No one's locking the videos. You want to go back to the main videos, you want to clear a concept, come back again, totally up for it. Okay, yes, anything else? It's not a separate subscription, Dr. Sabreen. As I've just mentioned to everyone, this is exactly how you can access the people who are going to purchase the elite plan. And since this is starting on September 22nd, you need to make sure that you are a subscriber before September 22nd, right? And you are going to take up the elite plan, and because that will give you access to the videos, right? And after that, this timetable just comes alongside. There is nothing extra that you have to give for the timetable. Dr. Gunila, is RR enough? Yes, definitely RR for FMG exam. अच्छा एक बात बताओ, 71 days or let's say even 3 months be मान ले, 3 months in hand, can you sit down and read 19 subjects, main videos, main notes for the first time at this point of time? Humanly impossible. I don't think anyone can achieve main videos and main notes for the very first time in 3 months. I have never heard anyone do it. If someone can, then definitely वो थोड़ा superhuman qualities होगा, but that's not practical, right? So now keeping that in mind, of course RR is going to be your one-stop solution, and you need to structure that well. देखो, for your FMG exam, you don't have to study too much and then not revise and forget. You have to study limited. 80% of every subject you have to know, but you have to know it so well that out of that 80%, if I ask you a question, you're not even getting one incorrect. You should have that much of confidence that these RR videos are something that no, even in my sleep, if you ask, ma'am, I can tell you what was written on the 3rd slide, what was written in the 4th sentence. That is how many times you have to reread and re-revise. That is what you have to do with RR. It's not that ek baar padha chhod diya. No, you have to do it over and over again because you know you're reading a limited set. So that means you have to do it repeatedly and have a very, very strong grip on top of it. जिसने अभी तक कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ा, बस ये schedule exactly, Dr. Vivek, blindly. देखो अभी तक if you haven't studied, and you're not alone, trust me, there are a lot of students who for whatsoever reason are not able to study till the end, but that doesn't mean that they don't want to crack the exam, right? Everyone has their own struggle and journey. You obviously want to crack the exam. So that means that now you will have to have thoda sa blind faith in the universe and in the timetable that we have made in you. That this is the best that I can do, and is time period. Even if I've started late, I am going to give my 200% so that later on you don't have that regret कि थोड़ा सा और पढ़ लेता तो 150 पास हो जाता. बस वो regret is something that kills you more than anything else. You don't want that regret. Later on, whatever may happen, you should be saying that I couldn't have worked harder than this. This was my best that I put in. And precisely what you have to do. अभी ये नहीं सोचना whether I started early or whether I started late. ये सब नहीं सोचो. Don't get these thoughts in your mind. Just keep going with that. पढ़ना है, ये timetable है, and अभी कुछ नहीं सोचना. There is no distraction in your life that you have to have. Rapid revision enough for NEET PG, Dr. Medico MCQ. Rapid revision for NEET PG I'm talking about. NEET PG is in March. Now you have to start customizing that subjects you are stronger in. You have to go in for your, rapid revision is enough. Subjects you're weaker in, like if I would have been in your place, I know everyone knows their weak points. Now I know that when I was preparing for NEET PG, my pharmacology was very weak. Ironically, my microbiology was very weak, and biochemistry. These are volatile things, and medicine, because bulk. So I knew that these are like really weak because कभी याद नहीं होता, कभी अच्छे से पढ़ा नहीं. So these were some gaps that I had in my medical preparation. So if I would have been in your place, Inka, I would have watched full videos to get my concepts very, very crisp. But if I know that, my pathology is strong, So then I can go for RR. So that is a little bit of customization that you will have to do, Dr. Medico, so that you can get the best possible plan for you. But abhi ke liye 91 days ek baar RR to khatam karo, finish off RR, finish off the Q bank, so that you know that okay, 80% of every subject I have finished, right? Now I can strengthen my concepts further by using some main videos, some main topics. Okay, daily targets will come up. Yes, Dr. Darshan, the entire thing will be given in the app. Not like all of us have future anxiety ना कि अच्छा आज का topic तो पता लग गया, अब कल क्या पढ़ना है वो भी तो रहेगा ना. That happens ना with all of us. It pops up in our mind that okay, what is the topic that they're going to give me tomorrow, and then day after, and then 30th को तो मुझे कहीं जाना है, and what is it that I have to study then. So the entire timetable will be there. You can do थोड़ा बहुत आगे पीछे depending on if you're busy someday. Your break day can become your study day and vice versa. So of course the full timetable will be there, but dedication says that जैसा जैसा लिखा है you have to fulfill it as it is. That is what would be a dedicated way of studying. Okay, rapid revision slides, Dr. Ishani. Slides of every every subject are already there in the app now. The app has a different slide section and you can just access that. So not just for Path Micro, for all subjects it's available. Okay, incremental test will be according to sequence. Yes, that is correct. Micro week, really? Yeah, so I said that. I will be very honest, but I see many students believe कि ma'am you're a pathologist and why did you start teaching microbiology? पढ़ाना ही था. अगर if you had to sit and study, you should have studied something else. Why did you sit and study microbiology? Many students ask me that because मेरा microbiology was one of the weakest subjects way back in my second year. I know how microbiology has troubled me in my preparation. So I took it up as a challenge and then I sat and I studied it for many months from many books so that I could gather everything. Then I sat and made mnemonics. Then I sat and made some stories that you keep listening to in the rapid revision videos, because I just wanted that the amount I have cried over this subject, someone else should not cry over that subject. So yes, once upon a time my micro was genuinely very weak. Touch wood, by God's grace, today it is not that weak. Okay, right, so I'm just scanning through your questions now. Dr. Tosif, you are preparing for INI-CET. Again, limited time, November, very close by. Focus on INI-CET topics. Set topics aate hain usme. PYQs are very important for INI. And do the rapid revision module. That is my advice to you. And I just told you the recent development thing that is coming up. 14 September wala. All the recent advances you have to scan through once. Okay. Should I give a December attempt or not? Doctor, medico girl, who? Come on, why? You are a medico. See, there is nothing known as should I be doing this or should I not. You have to do it. You have to have that grit, that determination and that faith in yourself. I mean, you are going to treat patients, right? You can never have that element of self-doubt. Agar ho bhi raha hai, to bol nahi sakte. You can never have a patient in front of you saying, will I be able to save this patient or not? I mean, you have to project to the attendant and to the patient that, hell yes, I'm going to save you this time and there is no better hands that you could be in. That is the kind of confidence that you have to exude to the outside world. And that is the same kind of confidence you have to keep in your exam preparation also. You cannot doubt yourself saying, should I or will I be able to? Of course, karna hai. करना तो इसी बार है. You have to do it in the December attempt. You have been given a timetable. You have all the resources available. 12 hours पढ़ोगे कैसे नहीं होगा? नहीं पढ़ोगे तो नहीं होगा, बट पढ़ोगे तो definitely you will clear the exam. So don't keep that element of self-doubt. You will keep self-doubt and you will realize that your own studies are not coming on track. So you have to be very, थोड़ा सा pseudo overconfidence भी चलेगा. Preparation में you have to believe that I am the best. I have the best strategy, I have the best resources, I have the best notes. Preparation time mein overconfidence is good because you know that helps you go forward. Exam day pe overconfidence is not good. Overconfidence nahi rakhna. You have to read every line. You don't have to feel अरे ये तो मुझे आता है बस mark कर दो. No. Exam day pe you have to be normal, but preparation phase you have to be overconfident and you have to have a lot of dedication that I am going to do it and no one other than me can do this. This was made for me and I'm going to crack this exam in this very attempt. Okay. Okay, then NEET PG marathon start. Dr. SM, that will be, see, INI-CET marathon to pehle next month you guys attend, because that is going to be for NEET PG also. And then the NEET PG marathon will start after that, closer to your exam. Marathons are never started 6 months prior. Na marathon thoda 2 months closer to the exam hota hai. But till that time, you attend the NEET and the FMG marathons. NEET marathon in October, FMG marathon in November. And these I'm talking about YouTube sessions. Okay, unable to download my handwriting slides, Dr. Ishani and others. This is there, guys. Download option for the slides is not there, but I say you can always flip through the slides. Na? I mean, you're scanning through them, so they're already in the app, they're not going anywhere. You want them downloaded in their handwriting? Wo option nahi available hai, that I totally agree, but they're always in the app. You can always flip through the pages, I believe. How to deal with distraction, Dr. Satyajit? Ab ye to apna self motivation. I mean, distractions will always be there. And I always say, what is, Dr. Satyajit, if you want to answer that or you don't, it's totally your wish, but there must be a reason that you're giving this exam. Kuch to reason hoga na, maybe your personal goal, maybe your parents' wish, their dream, maybe some financial responsibility, maybe just as a stepping stone so that you can go on further in your life. Some people give me very random answers that, ma'am, ye exam hoga, tabhi I will get married. So, you know, everyone has a reason as to why they are doing this. So you just need to find that reason. Thoda cliche answer hai, I agree. But trust me, this works in most of the cases. Because if you have a strong reason, you will do it come what may. If you don't have that reason only that, you know, I'm just doing it as a time pass ke liye, to fir wo nahi hone wala. Let's be very honest. Just find that one reason. Sometimes the reason is that I just want to get over with this for once and for all in my life. That is also a good enough reason. Most of us give the exam from that point of view कि बस खत्म हो. Once and for all this should get over, and then I want to move forward in my life, do other things, speciality, super speciality, और बहुत कुछ करना है life में. I don't want to get stuck in this loop of 19 subjects, 100 timetables. I don't want to do that. So even if you just want to get rid of it, वो भी एक बहुत अच्छा motivation है. Okay, I think that is done. For students who were using the ones who are asking me for the version 4, see, this is applicable to 5.0 wala RR. So all this plan that I've told you is for 5.0. Okay? I think some questions are coming up as repeat, so I'll just skip the repeat wale questions. Okay? Downloading option I've already mentioned. In exam, the question is confusing. What strategy should I follow, Dr. Heavency? Say for example, FMG exam hai, 300 questions hai. 20 questions, 30 questions to aise honge hi jo topper bhi, will be like, I mean, I don't know where they've come up from. Where faculties also keep asking you, tell us the exact question. What was the language? So wo to banaye hi aise hain to confuse everyone. Don't focus on those. Focus on your rest 250, 270 questions which are made so that you can attempt and you can clear the exam. And how do you get that confidence? By practicing questions beforehand. So abhi, why are we giving you 100 questions every day, incremental, mock, rand tests? Why are we giving you all of that? So that you get so used to it that when you see a question in the exam, it should feel like just another regular day. It should not feel like an exam day where you're doing something different. You should be like, acha, this I was doing every day. Every day I was solving 150 questions. So aaj bhi wahi karna hai. There's nothing new in it. That mode you have to go into, that this is a part of life. Once you get into that mode, trust me, the exam questions will stop confusing you. Dr. Naman, for 2024, abhi for 2024, start doing main videos. Now, abhi ekdam se don't skip to RR. Start doing main videos. When your time will come, we will give you an RR schedule also. Okay? Any comment on the first aid boom for NEET PG students? First aid is a very, very good book, but first aid is not a mandatory book. पढ़ सकते हो, excellent. नहीं पढ़ रहे, it is not that will be the main reason why you didn't get your desired branch. Some subjects are amazing in that textbook, be it pharmac, micro, biochem. Trust me, I've gone through those subjects myself. They are beautifully written. But if you don't read it, it's not that the person who didn't study first aid did not get a good rank in NEET PG. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं. It's just about the mindset. If you've done your video lectures and notes and QBank well, even if you skip that book, it's not going to make a major difference in your preparation. Trust me. So don't just read that book from FOMO point of view. If you feel there is some lag in your preparation, there is something missing in your preparation, then you start reading first aid. Okay, 5 years Q Bank, Dr. Kakashi, 5 year तो पढ़ना ही पढ़ना है, but why do you want to search for it? हमारा जो अभी हमने इतना टाइम टेबल का बात किया, that has your PYQs ना, तो rely on it. PYQs will get covered automatically. So 5 years are good enough. We've already included it. Okay. How to approach? Yes. So I'm going through lectures. I think someone just mentioned about the first aid boom. I think there has been a boom of questions right now. So I'm trying to scan through as many possible. Dr. Dipankar, customization is the key. If you want to follow Rapid Revision 4.0 or you want to follow Rapid Revision 5.0, some of you might be prior subscribers and you're comfortable with the set of videos earlier. Bilkul. Totally your wish. No one is forcing you that you have to study this set of video lectures. Whatever gets into your mind, gets into your brain, you study that, and no one should be able to convince you otherwise. So you can customize, you can mix RR4 and RR5. Dr. Rahul, main Q bank. If you're preparing for FMG, तो अभी time नहीं है. पूरा main Q bank तो बहुत मुश्किल है. If you're preparing for NEET PG, of course you can do the main Q bank. Why not? You can. Chalo. How to approach path. Dr. Senthil, path for INI-CET you're asking me. I will have a marathon session in October. Whatever is INI specific, that booster dose session we will have, whatever is INI-CET favorite like flow cytometry, electron microscopy, those sessions will be separate and I will guide you through those. I will also have the updates mentioned that you have over here. So leave that faith, have that faith on us and leave that for us to manage. Trust me, you will get whatever is essential for path for INI-CET. How many GTs to give? Dr. Noor, exam for NEET PG is in March. Fortnightly GT to do. Matlab, every 2 weeks you should be giving a GT. If you're very, very scared of GT, then at least 20 days. Itna to you have to start doing GTs. Stop getting scared. Just get down with GTs. 15 to 20 days, may one exam is a must. Next question. If you've done microbiology from another source, stick to it. Whatever you've done, stick to that, but just revise that in the timetable that we've given you then. Like I've given you 2-3 days for microbio, revise your notes in that. You can totally do that, not a problem. Someday make a video on GT. Dr. Ray, definitely we'll come up with a separate one. And Dr. Shobi is asking about annotation tips. What points to annotate? See, it's very easy now. Something that a teacher will speak 10 times, तो वो तो annotate करना ही है. If I start teaching you and I say that, listen, TB is very important, culture media of TB will be asked, gene expert पूछा जाएगा, HIV important है, in our country you have to know opportunistic infections, those things you annotate. Things that I will say that this is less important. So as you're listening to video lectures, teachers will automatically tell you this is very important and this is less important. So you have to go by the same thing. You annotate according to that. Okay. Annotation wala question for everyone is done. And if I'm following the earlier schedule, Dr. Naz is asking how to manage the change. जो पहले वाला schedule है, अगर वो अच्छा चल रहा है, if that is going on track, please follow that. If you feel that you've lost track and that could not get fulfilled, jump onto this because this is a sure shot plan. This is going to be an in-app plan. And if you still want to follow that, continue. But इसमें जो subjects weak है, वो यहाँ follow कर लो. So you can totally do a customization on that also. And if you're good and happy with your previous schedule, continue following it as it is. Don't change. Dr. Naz, I think your question is done. Dr. Shubham, regarding the version 4.0, that is something I will have to ask the tech team to be able to reply to. I really don't know the timeline, but as far as I feel, till your subscription, it should be there. But I'll have to ask once and I'll have to get back to you. Important PYTs for NEET PG, Dr. Love Pandey, yes, PYQs हमने include कर दिया ना. Guys, this that you have, we already are going to take care, the Q bank that we are going to give you. This is anyway going to have the PYQs, like I told you. तो अलग से मत ढूंढो, PYQs इस प्लान में होगा. For those preparing for FMG 2024, Dr. Medico MCQ, I've already told you, 24 वाले students, FMG 24 students, इस वाले प्लान में अभी if you have that much of time, एक बार खत्म कर लो. 51 days, imagine, जून तक का टेंशन खत्म. Just wrap it up, and after that you can get down to reading some main videos, added knowledge, added information. But एक बार, because now when your friends are studying, sit down with them and finish it off. Now, एक बार finish off all the RR videos, all the rapid revision Q banks, incremental mock test, 51 days का rigorous schedule बनाओ and खत्म करो. And after that, from November, you don't have an exam to give in December. You have another 6 months in hand. Then start building up your concept. You felt that, okay, my pharmac is weak, my medicine is weak, OBGY is weak. Then start going in for main videos. But at least now that this plan is ready, इसको 51 days में use that and sit with a friend who's preparing for December exam. उसे भी motivate करो and उसके साथ you finish off your plan also. ठीक है? चलो. Done with this. Dr. Naz, as I said, if the earlier schedule fit you well and you have been able to follow it well, please, please, please continue with it. We are not telling you to change it. But many students had written to us that, they've just finished FMGE July wala exam, they've not been able to clear it, or NEET PG students who had lost track. And they need something to get them back on track. This is particularly for them. If you are already following a timetable, please ऐसा कोई FOMO मत रखो, कुछ extra तो नहीं है ना, इसमें भी same rapid revision है. So you keep following your previous timetable, don't waver from it. ठीक है? Dr. Deepak, yes, of course you can give break days. अपना smartness से utilize करो. Break days में you can either refer to main videos, or you can give a grand test, or you can solve random questions. Totally up to you. And of course you can give 2 hours to yourself off your academics also. That is also something equally important to get back on track. ठीक है? Chalo, I think for most of the students now the questions are becoming repetitive. So if you go through this session once, you will get an answer to whatever you guys are asking. And I hope Dr. Tarun, main videos ke liye I think we will come up with a separate plan. Isme nahi incorporate karenge, then it will become too messy for everyone to follow. But we'll come up for a, if you like the idea of this, we can consider a similar thing for the main videos also, right? If you feel that this is effective and this is going to help you, so we'll take that feedback and we'll prepare something for the main videos also. Okay? Right. And I do understand because there was a flood of comments today, more than usual. So still, as I always say, and you might have seen in the previous videos, I always tell you to post it in the comments below, and I've always tried that I can reply to you guys. So over the next 24 to 48 hours, or whenever you see this video, if you feel something remains unanswered, write it in the comments below. I will help you till wherever I can, and if not, then the PrepLadder team will reply to you from the technical part. Okay? If by chance I have missed out on something, but if you go through this entire 50 minutes of video, I believe that you will be able to get an answer to most of your question. Okay? Chalo, India-Pakistan match is back, and I believe students are like, ma'am, itna hi we could listen to you because today's priority remains something else. So I'll take leave now, and thank you so much guys for joining in. I hope you find this useful. We are genuinely looking out for feedback because the team has worked really hard to prepare this timetable for you, with every possible thing included. So we would obviously want feedback from your end as to how you like this plan. And just a quick repeat, this is starting on September 22nd. So if you want to avail it before 21st September midnight, you will have to enroll for the plan and get going, right? Thank you so much guys. Thank you, and till the next time, study well. I'll see you very soon. Thanks a lot.